Hello. Hey, I wanted to share a story, but first, I'm starting up my live channel again. I share good things, I share funny things, I share stories that has happened in my life, and I share value and tips for marketing my home business. Uh, so this happened to me a couple weeks back. Summertime. Love riding our bikes up here in Wisconsin. I've got a Harley and I ride my bike. So I go out to the garage and I get all ready. It's a little bit cooler in the morning, and I get all ready, pants on. I get my jacket ready, everything's ready to go. I get out there, put what I got to put in my saddlebags and everything. Taking about 10 minutes to do all this, and you're ready to go. Kind of at the last minute. So I get out there and I bring the bike out of the garage. Then I go to start it. I got a little bit of a hill in my garage going up from the street. I go to start it and it just rare, rare, rare. I'm like, oh man, this sucks. So I was pretty discouraged about it. Now I got to hurry up and take my pickup truck to where I got to go. But then I was thinking, I shouldn't be discouraged because having this breakdown right here in my driveway is a lot better than breaking down at the place where I'm going to and being stuck there and calling a family member to bring a trailer so we can trailer it back home, or jumpstart me, whatever the problem is. It's got to be a battery or something because it was trying to start but wouldn't. So I go through all that. I throw in the charger before I go even. Let it charge all day. Come back, starts right up. Okay, well, let me check the battery cables. One of them was loose. The positive cable was a little bit loose. And sometimes that's all it can take. So I'm like, all right. I was thinking it was the ignition switch. I'm glad it's not that. Just a loose cable on the positive on the battery. Okay, tighten it up. Starts right up. Everything's good. Take it out the next day. Start it right up. Drive all the way to my destination, 30 minutes away. Come all the way back. Everything's cool. And the next day I go to ride it and rare with the button. Wouldn't start. I'm like, oh, come on, man. What is going on here? I charge the battery again. And I'm thinking everything's going to be okay, but no, it's not. I go out there today and it wouldn't start because I haven't ridden it from in between those two times. I go out there and I'm like, man, this battery is not even a year old. It's got to be something's wrong now. So I'm thinking it's either battery. You can buy a bad battery right from the get-go, but it's lasted for months. So I'm just thinking, okay, maybe a voltage regulator. Voltage regulator is like an alternator on your car, if you know anything about this stuff. That recharges your battery as you're running the vehicle. That's a voltage regulator on a bike. That's what it does. If it's not that, then it's a stator. And a stator is a bunch of spinning magnets in there. And I can't really explain what that does, but that's part of charging too. I'm not a mechanic on bikes, but I have worked on my own bikes. I can do some things. So anyways, I was discouraged about that. And I'm just thinking, all right, today I don't have to go anywhere. My buddy owns a bike shop and he's really good. Yeah, bring it on down. We'll test it. Because I asked him, can we test a voltage regulator? And he's like, I didn't think you could. Yeah, we can test it. We'll test that. We'll test your stator and we'll test your battery out. So I ride it over there on a full charge. I charged it all night last night. Ride it over there this morning. And he tests it with his little gadget that I didn't have one. I could have tested it myself. If I had one of them gadgets and knew what numbers I had to look at on the gadget, I don't even know the name of this tool that he said. But anyways, yep, battery is bad. So I learned a lesson where I bought the battery from. I I don't really want to say the name of the store because I don't want to say anything bad about the store I got it, but it's called Batteries. Figure it out, okay? I was told by a very trustworthy mechanic that is family, don't buy batteries from there to put them in bikes. Because when the bike shakes, especially a Harley, the battery can't take it. It can't handle it. It starts messing up the coils in there. Or if you go to another store, I don't know, farm, and don't buy anything except a Harley battery, or I don't even know the name of the battery he gave me. It's not a Harley battery, but he gave me a really good battery. This battery cost me a chunk of change here, but it can handle the shaking from the bike when you ride, the bouncing and shaking. Probably better than my back can handle it lately. Ha ha. But it kind of taught me a lesson, $500 later, because after you put the battery in, the voltage regulator wasn't really quite doing what it was supposed to do either. So we're figuring, man, well, spending how much was it for the battery? It was one almost $200 for the battery, and then it was actually $250, I think, for the battery alone. This thing better last me a long time. And then the voltage regulator, well, it came up to about $500, give or take, because the voltage regulator wasn't doing what it was supposed to either. And me, I can be a cheapskate sometimes, and I'm like, well, I'll just roll with the new battery for a while, and then we'll see what happens. If it starts happening again, then I know for sure that it's a voltage regulator, because they said they've seen this happen before, and the voltage regulator was fine. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to get broke down somewhere. I got the extra money. Let's just do it. So we replaced both battery, voltage regulator. Rode home. Everything's great. Everything's fine. The whole thing to this story is I'm stuck in the mode of pinching pennies from like back in the day when everybody's always pinching pennies, but now I don't really have to pinch pennies as much as I used to, because I have a side gig, and it's called affiliate marketing, and I have a platform and a funnel builder, and I earn commissions from reselling that to somebody that needs it or wants to get started in affiliate marketing. So that's the whole moral to the story is I can just spend money like that on the fly if I need to, because I make residual income. And it's a great feeling that I have some extra money coming in every month, residual, because of affiliate marketing. No broke down bike. I'm not stranded somewhere. My checkbook isn't stranded somewhere because I make residual income. So anyways, that's just kind of the story I went through, and the moral of the story is get going on something else besides relying on a paycheck from a job, because jobs suck. They do suck, but I mean, some of us, we really need to have one. I've had a job for years and years and years and years. So I say, well, get started on something, learn something, and get going now, because they're not making more time. And create financial freedom in your life, just like I'm creating in mine right now. So I have a link down there somewhere in the description. Click on it, take a look at it, and get started, because it's a great feeling. And a great feeling is way better than a bad feeling. So, with that being said, remember, it's never too late, and never give up. And I'm trying to look to find out where I end my live here so I can just click it off. But it's never too late, never give up. And have a great day, everybody. Have fun, enjoy your life, and get productive. Bye for now. Where do I turn this off? End.